Hey, what's up? It's Papa Bale. Welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to see what's going on. Alright, we got a 9 magnet rotor here, but I've upgraded one of our coils to 16 gauge from 20 gauge. Oh, excuse me. And this red devil right here is a tri-filer, or it's actually a four-filer. It's got 4 different strands in it. So I hooked the 2 small ones together to make a trigger coil, and I used a 20 gauge strand. And let's turn it on and see what's going on. So you got good sound coming from that one. Now let's try our new one. It's got a 26 gauge trigger and it's a 16 gauge drive. Let's give it a whirl. Oh, listen to that. Oh my Lord. Yeah, 16 gauge is definitely where it's at. You can hear it screaming. I bet we're going to get up to like 3,000, 2,500 right away. I think SGs work the best with one coil, one bifilar coil, and then however many coils you want to have on your rotor, you need another SG for each one of them, and a power supply. It's the best way to run it. I mean, look at this thing go. $17. Yeah, so 16 gauge drive, 26 gauge trigger. This one's got a 20 gauge drive and a 32 and 30 gauge trigger combined. So, 2148. $23.44, and it's still increasing, and it's very steady. Very steady. Steady. Like, it's not shaking very much. It's vibrating the table though. 2488, 2498, 25 Hondo. $26. Woo. $25 after I turn the power off. That's freaking awesome. You got a lot of stuff shaking around. Can you feel it? So we got up to like 2698 RPMs. Tigs! Wow, man. I don't even know, man. It's working out so well that I just, I don't know. I might take a nap or something. That's awesome. I just love how, like, squeaky the 26 gauge or the 16 gauge coil is. Listen to that. Chirping. So neat. I bet most of the speed came from the 16 gauge coil, even though it's a little smaller. So cool. Anyway. Whew. I was trying to hook up, like a three-phase, so we could play like 3 chords. It would hit like on 120 3 times. That's what I was working on, and then I'm like, well, every coil I add to the SG is gets slower. So every coil needs its own SG with its own 24 volts, and then we're good. We're like really good. We're beyond good. That'll fly. So neat, so fresh, so cool. And it's a flywheel, so it'll spin. Power is off. It'll spin for a long time. But I'm going to turn the power back on. So we got the black light right here, and then we got this light, halogen light bulb, for the other SG. Now I'm thinking I might hook one of these coils with the 18 gauge in it up instead of this big one right here. Hook up one of these fatter ones with a trigger coil in it. I think that might be more what we're looking for right now. Like a better idea. Because I mean, it's a nice coil and it works just fine, but it's like not as powerful as the thicker gauge. That is so fast. You can hear it. $2,300 RPMs. $24. $25. $26. Holy smoke. $26. $27. Oh, we're gonna cut the power now. We're gonna lose all of our resistors if we don't cut the power. That's what's shaking. $2,700 RPMs with the 9 magnet flywheel is freaking amazing. I'm just shocked that it's only vibrating the table. It's not like shaking it. That's a really good rotor. And I learned, I always knew this, but it's like other people, like, they miss. Yeah, a smaller rotor is better with the little amount of magnets. That's awesome, but you can't put 9 magnets on a small rotor. They'd be too close together. They'd have to be really little, tiny, dinky magnets that aren't going to do anything. Unless they got a really sensitive SG to do it with. I don't know. But yeah, like for these magnets, it's got to be at least 7 or 8 inches, or the the degrees of separation won't allow there to be enough distance between them. The distance between them is important. And when I got 9-inch cube magnets, you gotta have at least. And I'm not sure exactly how much is here, but it seems to be pretty perfect. There's just so much you gotta factor in, and yeah, I like doing what I like to do. I might even like take it on the road and compete with people that think they're. But the only rule is that it's got to be the same size rotor. I mean, anybody can do that. Make the small rotor that spins really fast. I mean, I did it over here, 3,500 RPMs, with 6 magnets in it though, not just 2. I don't know what it is. Either I'm made of something different. Maybe it's not me, All I know is that this is awesome. 2,700 RPMs. And I'm pretty sure that our culprit for that is the 16 gauge coil right here. So I'm gonna make, since all the rest of the 16 gauge coils do not have trigger in them, I'm gonna get the fattest 18 gauge coil, and that's gonna be this one right here. See, it's got a 32 gauge strand, a 20 gauge strand, and an 18 gauge strand. So I'm gonna use the 18 gauge strand and the 32 gauge trigger, and that should work just fine. And then we got the both of well, that one doesn't have an extra one. It has a bifilar trigger coil to go with the 16 gauge drive, but this one has a trifilar, at least 3, if not 4. Pretty sure it has 4. I don't know. I was thinking that I was going to make another circuit, a generator circuit that would be using the magnetic, a combination of the magnetic induction and the SG electrification from the bifilar stasis. But combining those two things doesn't always work all the time the way it's supposed to, but it can definitely work. So maybe I'll leave that one on the board right there, try and make my own SG and hook the same coil up, and we'll have 3. But we don't have yeah, we do. Boom, right there. That torque right there can be the 3rd power supply. Drock, whatever they call it. Dork. That's the first word that came to mind when I saw it the first time. I'm like, dork? Okay. But as for children and my channel, I'm a big kid, man. I love to mess around. I'm just, like I'm saying, I don't do it for the money. If you want to give me some money so I can do it some more, that would be awesome. We can go down any kind of path you want if you pay for it. Other than that, man, I'm going to do what I want to do. Pretty much. And it's not like what I do isn't appealing. I mean, the 2700 with 9 magnets is pretty freaking dope. All right, but that's been a nice run. Thank you very much. Peace out. Have a great night. Please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Hit the like button. Bye now.